Right, so this is the so-called Hunter's Dry mix that people do. I'm not going to keep you for long. I'm going to show you very quick and simple. 16 apples, brown sugar like you can get anywhere in the supermarket. It doesn't matter what yeast you use. Spoken to a couple of people in the alcohol industry. It does affect your taste, but it doesn't matter what yeast you do. 25 roses, and I like to put in a little lemon. And that's all it takes, folks. You just put them apples. Oh yes, the other thing I do is I take the seeds out. A mixture of apples is what most people call for. So green apples, the last one I may have used red apples, but green apples seem to give it a bit of a bite. So the water's supposed to be boiling. I put really hot water out of the tank. So I set my geyser on, I get the water nice and hot. Obviously you sterilize all that before, so I've done that off screen. Take my 20 tea bags, in they go. I like to put the little lemon in to affect the taste. Sugar, and then we have our sugar. Adding that, cool. Branch it in. So just a little something about those tea bags. I find you put those tea bags in and the yeast and the sugar start to bubble. And by the next day when the fermenting process is starting to take place, those tea bags fluff up and they come to the surface and they're floating on the surface. So after 12 hours or so, I take the tea bags out. Leave the tea bags in for about 12 hours. So it's 20 grams of yeast. Doesn't matter what yeast you use. Put it in, and then you're supposed to stir it, and then you've got to put it somewhere dark. So we put it into our garage. It doesn't matter too much. Don't stress too much about how dark it is. We go into the garage all the time, switch lights on, and do yoga there and stuff in the mornings. But as long as it stays fairly dark. It's harder when you're just trying to. Harder than I thought it would be. So, all right, I'm lucky I have this 25-litre bucket. It measures on the side, it tells me 20 litres. I put 20 litres of water in. After putting 20 litres, so 20 litres of as hot water as you possibly can put in there. Then I put all my ingredients, the 16 apples, which I've quartered, the 2 kilograms of sugar, the 20 tea bags. You can use whatever tea bags you like. 20 tea bags in here, and the 20 grams of yeast. Once you've put that in and you've stirred it around, you need to put a lid on. Now I'm lucky, this lid actually has a hole in the middle. So you don't want to put a lid on that is sealing completely tight, because as that fermentation process happens, gases are going to be released and stuff like that. So I can seal this one, but I have that hole in the middle. Another thing I do with my little hole in the middle there is this is a bit of a mosquito net, and I put it in there and I clog up that hole just so as to stop fruit flies from getting in. So that's closed over there, and we will stir this every day first thing in the morning. All right, so this is what the final product looks like. It's much better cold. I firmly believe you should put it in the fridge and get it nice and cold. It tastes yummy, it's lacquer, it's a lot cheaper than anything that you can buy as far as alcoholic drinks are concerned. When you get to the end on the last day, so we make this on a Sunday, we drink it on Friday, or start drinking it on Friday. We've just finished a 20-litre drum over the weekend. The apples that are in here, if you on Friday decide you want to start eating those apples, it's like having a shot of something really hard, like really hard tack. It's really hard to eat those apples, but that's where all the kick sits. So if you really want to get a kick, eat the apples. I don't recommend it, tastes like cuck, but you go ahead, it's up to you. The drink tastes lovely. Rather drink the stuff.